Morning.
Good morning, Victoria.
Good morning, Susan.
Good morning.
Good
Yes.
morning.
Good morning, Martin.
Good morning, Victoria.
Yeah. Good morning. We are here become very, very warm recent days and a big wind.
Oh,
Yeah. 96 the high today.
Oh,
Yikes.
oh,
94 here.
Here we have snow here. There's snow.
Oh, it's the
no.
Colorado, right, Lulu?
Right. We have 6 inches up in the mountains. So
Oh,
Wow.
mountain, right? I believe, yeah, mountain. Okay. So today we are going to learn, of course, as routine, two new characters. And from the homework, I'm glad to see lots of your homework and people are making progress during the working on the homework. And the one thing I think some of you are also at the painting class, right? Henry's painting class, and the past weekend, Henry got some lecture and with the other artist, Western other artist Bill Buckman, and they talk about things about the Chinese calligraphy and the strokes and the composition. One thing I want to bring out to our homework as well. Yeah. We have mostly the strokes, I mean the compositions, horizontal and the vertical, horizontal and the vertical. But we also have some the slanted strokes as well. So not just the whole composition eventually, I mean, looks like the squarish thing, but there are some square and also slanted strokes. So from the wind last homework, I saw some see the last stroke. This is the slant to the left, right? And then the right. So this is kind of the like the slant and the hook. Slant and the hook. This is different from the like the vertical first, and then horizontal. See, like the straight here, perpendicular here, and then stretch out for the hook. So those two strokes are different. We have both of them. So like for Emily's homework, I saw strokes, they are very, very good, but some of these kind of stroke in students' homework looks like this, and something is in between. If so it's hard to say it's correct or not correct. Some like a walking style probably is allowed, but I just want to let you know. So in standard style, we have, I mean, in Chinese calligraphy, we have characters. We have two kinds of these things there. Yeah, just let you know there are two different mixed different things there. Just let you know that. And also, so sometimes kind of hard to explain. I don't know if that makes sense under the comments use the language. So I do this again to show you there are two different strokes like that. And also, I said, if there are like for the whole frame, left and the right, you know, this kind of the frame, normally we do the right one heavier, stronger. However, in the some persons, I mean the feature of the cursive style probably just break the law for the whole composition thing. But in general, you want to do some things like a standard style. Normally, like this a little bit lighter and this a little bit heavier. Right hand side things heavier normally for like a bigger press or, you know, this. If you want to do a little bit, you know, different, do right hand side heavier. Okay, today we are going to learn the word very, you see the handout, right? The bamboo. Does this look, the characters looks like bamboo? So I know lots of you in the painting class, and I bet like we say 4 gentlemen, we learned the how to paint the bamboo already, and you can write this for like the title or some things. Put the calligraphy, you know, on the side together with your painting. And also this is very easy to learn. This is a standard style, and some people write, you know, just this is a squarish. So let's do this first. Okay, like a two things almost the same, but for the more beautiful, you make it a little bit different. You see the right one a little bit taller, a little bit bigger. So slant, short slant, gradually lift, short slant, and then horizontal and vertical. Again, a little bit taller, try to make a little bit different, you know. And then the bottom of this vertical thing, you try to make a little bit, you know, back your brush, made a little bit kind of the hook. Pause enough, and then you stretch out, do that. So this is the bamboo. Actually, some, you know, the bamboo leaves, right? Bamboo leaves. Some people just, you know, like, actually just like that. This is the band, this is the character, and then becomes squarish, you know, becomes squarish. Actually, this is standard. It's very hard to, not forgiven at all to, you know, challenge your strokes of the, you know, looks beautiful, not stiff, and also very standard, you know, for this. the less strokes, the harder actually. Try to do it again. So try to do the left one a little bit smaller. See, I didn't do this good. From here. Not good. Anyway, standard is some very straight, horizontal, straight, and vertical, and some put together, and the two of them together, very, very hard sometimes, you know. Okay, let's see the walking style. That's why I give you the master's piece as your sample. You just copy that. Okay, this walking style. So see that these two strokes become one. Together and then short. And this side become this together. And this is kind of ready for the next characters already, you know, because walking. So you can do normally this side, see, I didn't do good. This side a little bit smaller and the emphasis on that one, emphasis on the right one. So not good. See, those two strokes plus this too weak here. So this one here and the small one, and you know, shows the tendency, you know, something like that. But you can still tell, right? Like the bamboo leaves, like just two these of things. But make a little bit different for the whole composition. So put together like a whole thing. And like a more cursive. Let's see the handout. Okay, this one. So even more cursive, more simple for the right one. The right one looks like the S, but we know it's from, you know, the slanted and the horizontal one. So put the horizontal one and then a little bit, you know, like a hook. So left one almost the same. Too light, huh? And you can make those two a little bit apart, but you know, like talk to with some tendency like that.
Victoria,
Yes.
could people please mute so we don't get their video versus yours?
Uh,
Yeah, because when I'm getting other people's videos.
oh,
not,
you, I need to mute them, mute all. Or on, because I want to do some interactivities to hear your voice. Anybody put the music background, please. Yeah, please mute yourself or turn off your music. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, that's the bamboo. That's the bamboo. So you can put the two parts a little bit apart, but let the whole stroke, you know, shows the tendency connection together and connect together, and a little bit like talk to, you know, do not want to make them like has nothing to do with each other, especially for oh, some students said to repeat the again for the cursive style of the bamboo. So cursive style, like two parts for the right hand, like the S, no, even more simple. So these parts are kind of the same thing with this and this, and this is very like S. So like the angle here and the vertical here and the S, but the emphasis on the, you know, the horizontal one. Or you can do this hook a little bit longer. Yeah, that's the bamboo cursive style. And the other character we are going to learn is I try to you know make things I thought easier and a good word. See this is the smile. Smile. We call in Chinese we have lots of characters to borrow or to use radicals from other characters, simple characters. So this top actually is the bamboo radical top. Bamboo. Can you tell that? Yes, a little bit. So actually same stroke, but the vertical one, you know, same like bamboo thing. Bamboo thing, but the vertical one not that long and become like a dot, you know, it's still this kind of thing, Okay, standard style first with bamboo top, and underneath, that's the character we learned, is a sky. So over the sky, like the two eyes there, or, you know, bamboo things there, bamboo there waving, smiling. So it's the word smile. So bamboo top, standard style I'm doing. So instead of a vertical thing, this become a dot. So because it's as radical. So two these things like bamboo leaves and actually bamboo top. Okay, and the underneath looks like this scale things, but actually noticed here, the first stroke, instead of a pause and go, it's actually the very flat, small slant. Is these things. Looks like a sky, but actually it's the other word. Very flat slant to this, too heavy. And then a big slant to the down left. We have two kinds of slant. Some can be very small and flat, or sometimes see this is slant but short, and this is very flat. And this slant is very long. It's more like a vertical position. Press. And try to do the press. Normally we say that the right one stronger than the left one. Actually, I didn't do good. So bamboo radical on top. Yeah, still try to make two a little bit different and not very straight. So press and then lift gradually, lift. Yeah, let's do with bamboo top and something looks like the sky, but with this other word, yao. Okay, this is a standard style, so more straight. And then let's see the handout. Then it become walking style. So the bamboo radical top become very simple things, and the right one looks like the S, and the left one is like not very connected S. I would say like two strokes here. So become this bamboo radical become like that, like one stroke and two. One this direction and then two like that. And this one like the S. Underneath, almost the same, more free. I'll do it again. So when the walking style, lots of people like to do the press for the simple and for the next, like the big dot. So not really, very light leaf. Just press the whole thing like dot. See, this I didn't do good. Those two radical, and then underneath the one put two apart, like nothing to do with too scattered. So there's walking style. And then let's see the cursive style. This cursive style, actually, I searched a lot. For the walking style. There is a lot people do another writing of these characters of a smile. That's the most one I can find. So like 2 dots here, and then like the sorry, I didn't change the screen. So like 2 dots here, I will do it again. 2 dots here and 2 dots on the top. And then like we write the quite, the fast. Do the things here, slant and the big dot. Lots of people do this kind of things for smile, And actually, I will suggest for normal people, common people in China, for the Chinese, people wouldn't recognize the smile character with this kind. Most, I will suggest the walking style is very common. And you write that fast, and most people will recognize that one. And sometimes I said, not that much different, like the big border there to distinguish the walking style and the cursive style. So I will suggest to do the walking style. It's beautiful and more recognizable. Like 2 bamboo things, you can do that. You know, that's very common for smile. That's smile, yeah. And this one is not very common, but lots of like a calligrapher, they do that. 2 dots here and 2 dots on the top, and I didn't do good. Something like that. You can practice for fun with that. Actually, the other word I want to show you just very quick. We don't have to practice that much. Just show you the other word of. So this is the other word for cry. Character for cry. So when you do the somebody like the you heard of the 八大山人, right? 八大山人, yeah. Okay, later I will explain his name, his writing. So with the both word possibilities of cry and smiling. So since we are learning the character for smiling, and it looks a little bit, you know, the walking style looks a little bit assembled. So I will do that. I mean, demo that. And yeah, you see the handout for that. Like a 2 mouth radical on top. We call this the mouth, even this squarish, yeah, 2 mouth radical. And the dog, actually with this big one and with a dot, the underneath one character is the dog. So dog with these two mouths there is crying. So let's do that. You know, just for fun. So two mouths. And then under this, the character is the dog. So this is the standard dog. I mean, standard crying. So with the two mouths there. See.
Victoria, I
Yes.
just had a question. That slant on the right that you just did, and that character, I was having a lot of trouble with that. Like mine seems to make a very long, point. I can't seem to get it shortened like that.
You mean the smile one?
No, the one you're working on now.
The crying one?
The slant on that right side, the last,
Yeah.
no, the other side.
This one?
That one, yeah.
That one we call press. This one we call slant. Okay, this is slant angle, but we call this press. Yeah, what's the problem you have?
No, mine just goes very long. I can't get it short like that. Like it's on the bottom, the point is short and
you need that's the typical stroke. I said it's the hardest stroke. No wonder. So do not get frustrated. This is the hardest stroke in the calligraphy writing. That's the stroke. I think I used to set I used the whole summer to do that. You need to control how to do after the press, you twist your brush and gradually lift, and then what's the speed for the lifting. You want to do not want to make it too long to make this shorter. So eventually, how short you want. I really want to do the over short one, show you. Just practice, and you will know what's the speed for your lifting. So you gradually lifting, right? Twist clockwise, and meanwhile lifting. Twist and lifting for doing this. I think did I answer your question, Sophia? Yes, just a little more.
Yes, thank you.
Need more practice to
Right,
control.
that's the one I had the most trouble with.
Yeah. To control the speed. Otherwise, you cannot stop. Okay, I understand. Okay, press, and then twist the brush and gradually lift. You can make it longer, but where are you going to stop? So gradually lift. Oh, some people ask for the hook one, right? The hook, like the bamboo. After vertical, the hook one is also hard. Some students homework, I write the comments for pause more and then stretch it out. Okay, so especially for after pause and twist the brush, especially for the after vertical, the hook. Okay, I will do it again. Vertical one. Okay, to the bottom, and then press, and then lift your brush, twist your brush a little bit, and ready to stretch out from the left, to the left up, gradually lift. I paused too long and it is too fat here. So you paused enough. And sometimes you do not pause here like the bamboo one. Okay, you do. Twist brush and then like kind of back a little bit and then stretch it out. You know, like that, do a little bit over. You know, like you back a little bit. See, you back a little bit, Pause enough and back a little bit, and then to this direction, to the left. Go down, 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 pause, and twist the brush, go back a little bit, and then gradually lift. So kind of a little bit of triangle here. The same thing when we do the wind, like the slant here, and the pause, and a little bit back, you know, and then I said stretched out, you know, because a little bit back and then lift, gradually lift. So kind of look, you know, kind of the back a little bit and easier, and to this direction, some of that, yeah. That's it. I just said we just look at, do not do too much for this crying one. See this crying one, a little bit looks like the smile one, so a little bit different. Underneath are different, so that's why I say how to write it is very important. So this one, writing the characters of the top, two mouths become like two mouths become like two vertical, and underneath is a dog one. So this is crying. Instead of underneath is the other character of this smile one. Smile, crying. very alike. Or later we can explain more some, you know, stories of the 八大山人's name and how he write the 八. So this character, you know, this character is 八. This is 八. The number 8 in Chinese. We say this is 1, right? This is 2, right? This is 3. But how come this is 八? This is number 8. Number 8, yeah. Anyway, 八大山人's name, he makes some fun with how to write those two strokes of the 8. And for his name, sometimes means crying, sometimes means smile. So since we are learning the character for smile, I will just introduce a little bit about the crying here. So this is smile, and this is the crying. So yeah, other time, today we just practice this smiling, okay? Okay, now it's your time to do your work and ask a question. I think you start to mimic already. And if you want to ask some question for last time's class homework or any question you still have, yeah, you're welcome to ask at this time as well. And the other word for smiling and the bamboo things, we can do the windy bamboo or bamboo in the wind. Some things you can put together, can play with. Yeah, after homeworks, play with and practice a lot, you'll become more fluent and become get used to that, and you know, get some the chi I mean connected together for the whole thing, and from the strokes, yeah. Because I can tell, yeah, like the many writings, and they're getting better and better many times. Yeah, like yesterday I just saw Emily's work of the cursive style of the wind. You know, I can tell from the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth one, and get you know, more fluent, and from, you know, the composition things by looking together, you how apart and how dense, how, you know, and it become, and from the fifth become better and better, and some even a little bit different. But it's your decision, you know, to make play with a little bit different and get more fluent and get used to these things. It's very interesting. So Lulu, how are you doing?
Fine.
Yeah.
I did some homework, but I don't know how I don't know if I did. I don't know how to do the, you know, like the thing. So, but I don't know if you received my homework or not. So I sent an email, but I don't know.
Not last week. And we learned the information. Kathy sent, and also Emily sent, say no longer, or have some problem of the posting the image. I don't know. Once Henry got problem at his computer, and I didn't get problem from my computers. So actually we are still working on, we don't know what's the problem, you know, come from. Yeah, we're I just don't know. So if you cannot figure out that, we are still working on that. Seems like not the website problem. I don't know how come he got problem, I didn't get problem, and he sometimes got problem. So when you got problem, you can send email, and we all transfer, you know, put down the new network, the online class section there. So via email, you can do that if you cannot post it directly on the online classroom. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So Madeline, are you still working on the water cloth, the magic cloth there? Actually, I personally in this class, I say I do not want to disappear. The people ask it again too soon. I use a lot of the practice on the magic cloth, the water.
I do. Yeah, I practice on the magic cloth
Wow.
many times before I try and put it on paper. Otherwise, I waste too many trees.
Yes.
It's good to know we can email our homework. I think I will do that because I have a very hard time posting on the blog.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You can send if you cannot figure out that, or because like Kathy said, yeah, we told her, we see what's the way. She said, just cannot do that. And Henry once he found he cannot do that. He couldn't do that. So yeah, before that, we want to you send the homework successfully, and I can comment that. I can comment that, so you can do email, and I will put that transfer that to the classroom, the online classroom.
That would be great. Thank you.
And if you use the water paper, the magic cloth, so called, you can use the like the cell phone to, to picture it right away, and then later, anytime to send them together. So while you do the practice, you just random pick some and picture it. Use your cell phone and send to me later. Before that disappeared. Because you want to ask, if you want to ask a question, or you want to show me, want to hear my comments. Yeah.
Will you give us handouts of the crying character?
Did I? I did, I think. Did
Oh,
I?
I didn't.
No,
I didn't get
no.
those.
We didn't do that. And I thought only 2 characters will be enough, but in the class, I just want to show you this, and prepare for next time. We talked about the story of the Bada Shanren, made lots of fun with these 2 characters in her writing of his name. So I just for the the story later show that interesting things.
Charlie,
Yes, Charlie.
Did you all get any? They would have come through text message from my iPhone. I sent a bunch of pictures into the account number I think you all provided for me. I don't know. How do they arrive to you? And I don't know. I sent a bunch of pictures. They're more for Henry, but I have a bunch of calligraphy to send to you also.
Actually, I'm sorry, Charlie. I didn't see that absolutely. When Henry saw that, sometimes if it put together, he will let me know. But sometimes the mail just directly go to the junk mail.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Well,
yeah,
it was late last night
probably
when
missed
I
that.
did it, so you may not have gotten it. If you don't get up until right before class and have breakfast, then you probably wouldn't.
Oh, okay. So I didn't check. I'm sorry, I didn't check this morning.
That's okay. Just know that I sent it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
send me an email or something and let me know. Yes, I got it. No, I didn't.
Okay. If I missed, and later I will check if I can get via email. I will let you know. And that email is went through.
Yeah. If
Okay.
it went through,
Okay.
okay.
I will let you know the email situation. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. You are welcome. Yeah. Sorry for check later. And
Victoria,
should you have question?
I have a question. How can you write the bamboo in the wing? You put the bamboo first or the wing first, please?
Good question. Yes, and I saw your practice with lots of more like firm stroke and with much more confidence than before. I'm good.
Thank you.
I mean,
Yeah.
our communication works.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
see lots of different for the basic things.
Yeah.
And okay, if you see bamboo in the wind, we put the wind first.
Oh, wind first. Okay.
Wind first.
Yeah.
Oh, you see my screen. Okay, wind first. And then a bamboo. You can do that. Wind first, but which style? You can check your handout. Normally people do, wind. Normally people like the walking style or something in between walking and cursive, walking and the running. Sometimes it's hard,
Okay.
for lots of characters, it's hard
It's
to
beautiful. Yeah.
distinguish it. Tell the difference, sometimes do really in between or really
Okay.
kind of, So
Like
a certain role.
sun, like the mountain and flower, huh?
Mountain flower is mountain first. Yeah, right. Before
But it's
and
the
also,
same thing.
same thing, same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
And also, put the mountain and this is the character for mountain, right? And
Yeah.
the mountain and the bamboo together.
Mm-hmm.
Mountain and bamboo together. And you can do mountain dot and the bamboo, bamboo on the mountain. And also you put together, there is the word. It's a fruits. I don't know how to say the fruits. Lots of in Southern Asia.
Mangosteen.
Mangosteen. I don't know how to spell it, like the durian, and also mangosteen. Do you know how to spell it, Hugh? Yeah, so put this together. I don't know why they use the mountain bamboo for that things. Is that it grow in the bamboo or some mountain area? I don't know, the fruit. Anyway, very expensive fruit. But if you use two characters, put a dot there, which means bamboo and mountain and bamboo. But the order is mountain first, and then the bamboo. Normally, big thing first. Mountain and then grows bamboo. Bamboo grows. And you can do what else? Then we think of the bamboo. So I like the wind bamboo. That's why I think after learning wind, we put the bamboo on our handout on our syllabus to learn. So with some direction, right? With some direction of your bamboo leaves, and and then you can write. Wind. Wind bamboo. This is my bamboo in the wind. So lots of things you can play with. And you can play with like the put something together like the flower. Flower, smile. Or you can do the other style of the flower. Flower dot and bamboo. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you paint a flower and then the
Yeah,
bamboo
bamboo.
together.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, you can put lots of things already. You know, if you think like a poem, probably not the one word together, but like two things, you can put a dot there, you know, to indicate it. I just put them together, you know, but two characters. Charles, how are you doing? Charles, Daniels?
Hi, I'm fine.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Very good.
Very good. I don't see your homework. See, that's why I'm asking, how are you doing? So how many are you start to think of? You can put some characters like a calligraphy characters on your painting already. Yeah, I think you use a smaller brush. Try to do some, you know, ink work with the calligraphy on the, you know, colorful painting, or you can try do like the one character image to show things, some characters, you know, you really like, you know, lots of people do any things you think the meaning you like or the character itself as image you like, you can start to work on that.
Victoria,
Yes.
I haven't posted any homework, but I did these two large, I don't know if you can see them.
I saw that. Feng shui. It's very good. It's very good, especially the shui, the shui one, the water one. For the left hand side, the left hand side, the slant need to be a little bit longer.
This one.
No, the left hand side, my left hand side mirrored. Yeah. Right.
This one.
Right.
Longer.
Not stronger, as strong as the last stroke, the press one, but need to more balanced about that. It's too short. The font is very good and the strokes, they are very good, but the composition of that slant need much longer, about twice longer.
Okay.
For the
and
balancing.
I did another one too.
Okay. Okay, and tomorrow for the tomorrow, very good. But the bright one, we use the sun, the day as radical, the left hand side one, the moon as the main part, also the right hand part. So make the right hand part, if two parts, make the right hand part stronger, a little bit bigger, and make it smaller for the left hand side part. In this character, make the moon bigger and the sun smaller, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
This bigger?
This perfect size, make the sun a little bit thinner and smaller.
Okay.
because that one
Okay.
actually make this as radical, but the meaning for radical, but the writing, the looking, make it smaller. I don't know why, but remember that way, just for the whole character, for composition, right hand side bigger.
Okay.
So no reason for the left hand side, especially bigger, I mean the wider than the left hand side.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's just for the composition one. Yeah, thank you for asking. That's the very common question because you guys, you are not learning the language. So for some not for the stroke beautiful thing, for the composition thing, yeah, I will let you know after writing. It's good way to do that after practicing, and you ask, and I will give you the comments on the writing. Yeah, right.
Okay, I will post them anyway.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, during this time you can ask. Yeah, I will give you the the quick answer. And actually, I feel easier to do that because kind of use language. I try to make this shorter and make the questions sharper. So hard to write, how to write it, to describe it, to state it. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other question? Martin, you have question? I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you, Martin. Did you hey, how come I cannot hear you? I don't know. Did you somebody mute everyone? Harry, did you mute everyone? Probably microphone got a problem. I don't know. Anyway, okay. Kathy, you have problem. I saw you are practicing a lot there. Hey, I cannot hear.
I know I think Henry was talking, but
Okay, that way. Okay, I can hear Kathy. Okay, I can hear right now. Okay.
Victoria?
Yes,
in
Charlie.
your flower bamboo, you have a dot in between. What does that dot mean?
Oh, that dot in between two characters indicate, which means like two things in my painting together, but without dot, those two characters put together should be one word. So,
okay.
yes.
So with the dot, they're two words.
Right, two words. But
yeah.
the things possible to put these two words next to and together each other in my painting, or like in the like the poem. In the poem, probably you can put like two just words together. There is nothing to do with the wrong grammar is wrong. No problem. But in the poem, you can put just like two words.
In the poem, you would put the dot.
Okay. No dot. But
no
in the
dot.
painting, in the painting, you can simply put like two words together next to, but without dot, which means one word has two characters. Put a dot, which means two words.
Okay, let me ask you next question. Are the meanings different if you have a dot?
Yes.
The meaning of the word?
Yes. Sometimes like Okay, sometimes, for example, the 风竹 means wind, bamboo. If I put dot in center, which means wind and bamboo. If without dot, could be bamboo in the wind, or sometimes you know, sometimes that indicated a special style of my painting as a bamboo in the wind, or sometimes still like sometimes very ambiguous, which means wind and my bamboo, you know, there are in the wind, some things like that. But for some things like mountain and bamboo. So if without dot, there is another word, so fruit. So not means bamboo in the mountain, or mountain grows, this area of mountain grows bamboo there. Not means that. It's a fruit, the mango thing, the fruit, the Asian Southern Asian fruit. I don't know why I use these two characters, but normally with dot means 2 characters. Without dot could be 1 character, or you know, sometimes like in the poem, 2 things there as well. What happened to some things you really want to distinguish it, because it's 2, I mean, two words there indicate other words, you know. Okay, any other questions? And for homework, if you cannot just directly put on the online, you can send email, and I will still see that. And for the same day, like the before the class, the morning, I didn't check. Sorry for that, Charlene. I will check later. See if I didn't check it in time, or the email problem. I will let you know.